Everyone's favorite pitch practice.
The
The
show.
show. What's up? I was wondering if you were going to actually say the show this time, Brandon.
I think about it. It's one of those things where it depends on how I'm feeling for the week, and today I felt like saying the show.
Depends on how you're feeling for the week. What's up, everybody? I hope you're out there doing fantastic. Uh, Give us a hashtag where you're watching from in the comments so we can give you a shout out right here live. We are live coming to you every Wednesday. And in today's episode, we're just trucking along right now with our book Sell Like Crazy. How many times does this have to happen, Brandon?
What? What are you talking about?
We're twinning again.
Oh, we're twins. Yeah, I don't know. I was wearing my work shirt, and I was like, I gotta change shirts. So I just picked whatever was at the top of the basket, and this just happened to be at the top of the basket.
It was at the top of the basket, just ready. Yeah, I was like, okay, which shirt do I like that's really just comfortable? This shirt is just soft and comfy. Where do these shirts come from?
I don't know.
Yeah, they are pretty comfy. What's up? I see you out there watching live. Give us a hashtag where you're watching from so we can put your comments on the screen and give you a shout out. Let me go on my phone real quick because last week we were live and we had some comments coming in that I did not see. I love coming on using the yep, there we are. Okay, I just want to make sure because there are people that are watching us and they were commenting last week, but somehow I missed them during the live. So they reached out to me and said, hey, you might want to actually comment during the live. It will let Facebook push those posts out to more people. So I'm doing that now. I'm making sure that I don't miss that. And I see you out there watching, Mr. Desmond, Mr. Phil. Thanks for watching live. Appreciate you. If you just give us a comment, there's my man right there. Of course, we want to give a shout out to all those out there watching. What's up, my man Babito? Hey, Babito, are you ready for baseball season? Opening day is what, tomorrow? Do you watch baseball?
I do, for the most part, but I didn't realize that it was tomorrow. Usually,
Yeah. Oh,
I had a tradition when I was in Florida. Me and the boys that I worked with at the car dealership, we always made it out to opening day. So obviously that tradition has since gone away since I'm in Ohio, but it still lives on in my heart.
yeah, yeah. Who's your team? Who's your team?
I don't really have a team. I just kind of follow the Tampa Bay Rays because I was in the Tampa Bay area. So yeah, that's kind of who I at least watch, see if they're winning or losing. I always like to see if they win.
Okay, okay. Uh Man, that's interesting because Tampa Bay. See, I've been a baseball fan for a long time, and I know that Tampa Bay is. Most people won't realize this, but it's like an expansion team. It was an
It
expansion team.
was back
Yeah,
in the
it was.
day. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So that's how long I've been watching baseball is before Tampa Ray was actually a thing. But what's up, Babito? What's up? I hope everything is going great with you. Great to see you. We've got some real exciting things that we're going to be getting into today as we dig into this book, Sell Like Crazy. If you're out there watching and you have not picked up a copy of this book, or you've been curious to know what it's all about, and if you want to actually learn how to sell like crazy, then you should definitely follow along with us in these as we go through these chapters. And why not grab your own copy of the book? Neither Brandon or I have any affiliation with it, but I'm pretty sure you can find a link down in the comments somewhere. You can get the book on Amazon, or you can actually go through the funnel. But today we're diving deep into phase 4. I would say it's one of watching this from the beginning. And if you missed our first episode when we started getting into this book, go check it out. We watched one of Sabri Suby's ads, right? We watched one of his video ads on YouTube, and Brandon feels as though when you watch that entire video or that ad, that was his whole book in just like 5 minutes, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah. But what he reveals in that book is his 17-step secret selling system. And I've been wanting to get into this secret selling system the whole book, and we finally got into it. It's like a recipe booklet. What did you think, Brandon?
Yeah, I mean, this chapter 4 in itself is the meat and potatoes. It's literally right in the middle of the book, and it is the chapter that you really need to study because your offers is what's going to make and break your business. Myron Golden says, make more offers to make money, but you can make as many offers as you want, but if they don't have the right stuff in them, they don't have the right ingredients in them, they're going to fall flat on their face. In fact, it's the last part of the trilogy for Mr. Brunson. It's either your hook, your story, or your offer. So again, if that isn't right, it doesn't matter how good your hook or your story is. If the offer isn't good, no one's going to kind of take you up on it. And I mean, I recently made an offer out to a roofing company the other day. Asked me how much to set up some ads for him. I gave him a price, and he said, "Well, what do I get after? What happens after that after you set it up?" And I was like, "Well, you answer your own calls, and you mark your leads in the system, and you mark them good or bad, so you don't get penalized, so you don't get charged for them. This is for Google guarantee." He was like, "Oh," he didn't really say anything. And I said, "Well, if you want a fully managed deal, this is how much it's going to cost you. Plus, I'm going to fix this, this, and this, and this, and then make you number one in the area." And then it's been kind of crooked. So either he was too price sensitive for what it was, or my offer wasn't good enough. So, but we'll see. There's still time. Keep following up with him.
Yeah. So, I've been really searching for something new in this book, something different that I hadn't heard or seen before. And I have to say that I did find something new in this section. So stick around. I'm going to reveal what I found that's a little bit unique in his strategy that you might not see anywhere else. So if you think you don't have anything to learn, you do have something to learn. We still all have a little bit that we can learn, and it might be something that you've heard before, but said in a different way. But I really like the way that he actually has, what I want to say, communicated it here in this book, Sell Like Crazy. I think when we first started, I told you he calls it a Godfather offer, and that kind of rings the same the same memory of 100 million offers.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, a lot of the same premises there. This is definitely I would say it's a condensed Cliff Notes version of that book, even though this book was written or at least published before Alex's was. But a lot of the principles are the same as we mentioned before. When it comes to this book, the information, there's nothing new under the sun as far as the tips, tactics, and techniques or strategies. But it's just a different way of reading and understanding it. Case in point, I don't know if I mentioned this in one of the previous episodes. I took a chemistry course in college, General Chemistry 2. First time I took it, I failed it like completely failed it. My degree is in chemistry.
Mm.
And I ended up failing it. It didn't matter what I studied, how many problems I did. I just could not get through the test. Took it again, different teacher, explained it a different way. Totally got it and understood it. Got an A in the class. So I don't know if it's because I just took it over the second time and it just made more sense, or in fact, I just had a different teacher that explained it in a different way that I better understood and comprehended it and was able to implement better. So again, that's with any of these books that we, kind of talk about and study from, they're all going to have pretty much the same information in them, but just maybe taught in a slightly different way that just makes more sense and it's easier to implement based on how it's explained there. So not every book, not every marketing book's the same.
Yeah. If you've ever said this phrase before, did or said something like, you know what, didn't I just say that? When you explain something to someone and then they hear it from someone else and it's like the exact same thing that you just said, and it's like, didn't I just say that? Didn't you get what I said? I just said that, right? Cool. Couple of important points from this chapter, Brandon, about this Godfather offer, and just looking at it and thinking about, Alex Hormozy, when he really wrote that book about 100 million offers, calling it the Godfather offer. He actually kind of gets, some of the same tone by saying, make your prospects an offer that they can't refuse. So what is an offer that your prospects can't refuse, right? And he really, he tells us what we kind of know, sell what people want to buy. It's not what we want to buy. I think some people get into their own heads and they want to think that, just because I love it, that everyone else is going to love it too. But I find that to not be true. One of the best presentations I remember was from Funnel Hacking Live 2 years ago, Brandon. Do you remember the sandbox funnel?
It vaguely rings a bell.
Yeah, the sandbox funnel. And I think it was, I don't know, maybe I want to say Braven Grant, maybe those two. You remember those two? Mm-hmm. But they really talked about, instead of starting with the product, start with the need or the detail or the need, instead of starting with the product. And I thought that was a really interesting philosophy. But what he says here is really, when you're going through and creating that offer and you're making it so that it's what people want to buy, he's saying that you really need to distinguish between the features and the benefits. How do you distinguish between the features and the benefits?
The features are what the thing is, right? Feature is something. A benefit is what it does for you. So typically, it moves you from one location to another, as far as a benefit goes. Elevates your status, etc. So that's right.
Yeah.
So if we're talking a car, so a feature on a car would be power seats, right? The benefit of the power seat would be you can fine tune and customize your seating position for a more comfortable ride.
Right. Feature of a refrigerator is no stick, or I'm sorry, we'll say stain resistant doors. That's the feature. It's a stain resistant door. And what's the benefit to you? Quick cleaning, very fast cleaning, easy to clean without the mess. What he does is he takes that a step further, and he really says that you should make those benefits outrageous and really exciting. and I like the way he pulls it out here. Example: guaranteed Google rankings in 90 days, or we work for free. So what's the feature there? The feature there is you'll get ranked on Google within 90 days. And
Mhm.
and the benefit is you get ranked in 90 days, or we work for free. Now, what I think in that, he also actually added his risk reversal, right?
Mhm.
That part of the offer is the risk reversal, that he tries to make it a no-brainer, or that offer that you be so stupid to that you'll slap yourself.
Yeah, and all those things are 100% fantastic and great, and they, sound great and almost too good to be true. Um, if you can do that, fantastic. But it's going to take some good trial and error, and definitely have a solid system in place to put those guarantees and on the line. And that's one of the things I was going to kind of bring up from this chapter is the guarantee.
Yeah,
Sticking your how far are you willing to stick your neck out there to uh, to get the business, so to speak. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Um, because in the marketing world, I mean, to be honest, sometimes it's a crapshoot. You can run this thing absolutely perfect. Google changes their algorithm, Facebook changes their algorithm, and you got absolutely nothing, and you're holding a big pile of dog poop in your hands, right? And then it's costing you money, right? Because your clients aren't getting the results, so therefore you're working for free. Personally, I don't like the guarantees. I don't like guarantees like that because nothing in this life is guaranteed except for death and taxes, right?
right, right.
Um, so, will I get you ranked? Sure. Am I going to guarantee it's going to be in 90 days? No. Am I going to guarantee you're going to stay there? No. But you're going to get there, and it's going to take some time, and it's definitely got to play the long game around it. So,
Yeah, yeah,
if you are a service based person, right? Say you're a roofer or a plumber or anything like that, you can guarantee your work. You can guarantee that your roof isn't going to leak for 10 years. That's kind of an easy no brainer deal because it's more of a physical thing and you have a more control of your services, right? You know the
yeah,
quality of materials you're going to pick, you know the quality of workers you're going to have, hammering those nails in, etc. So you can guarantee that. Um,
yeah, yeah,
so think about those things when you make your offers. Marketing, that's that's tough. Too many variables to do a guarantee.
yeah, yeah. You know what? Talking about guarantees, let me ask you something, right? Because there was something I saw online recently, and it's something that we do have to address when we're selling our services online, and
Hmm.
that is with the guarantee and someone asking for a refund. And after we've made this guarantee and the putting in the fine print that if you do all the work, then I can guarantee that you will get this result, right? You get people, and what happens with them?
They don't do the work, and that's the thing
Exactly.
when it comes with
Exactly.
a done by you system. I don't
Exactly.
I don't like the done by you at all. If I'm going to say something, you aren't going to do anything. I'm going to do it to make sure one is done right, and then two, all I need is just your sign off if you're okay with it being done.
And
Um,
what and this thing that I saw online, it was a discussion about someone wanting a refund after they didn't get the results, yet they didn't do the work.
well, they don't get a refund then.
But at the same time, this person was slamming them online. They were slamming their character. They were slamming their their program, and you know how it works. It's always it's just they'll make up every excuse to why it didn't work for them. And then
Absolutely.
they'll go and tell everyone how this person sucks, and it's like, what do you do? Do you think that it's worth it to not give them a refund, to save some of your reputation online?
No, I mean, at that point, you have your own records, on file. You have your contract on file. You should have recorded conversations on file when you do the selling. In fact, that's an um, FTC or FCC um, requirement now. So any type of phone selling that you do, you need to keep your records on file for somewhere between 2 and 5 years. Look it up. Don't take my word for it, okay? But if you're doing phone sale, you're taking credit card, you need to have that bad boy recorded and on file.
But you're right. You're absolutely right. But in this world of online smear campaigns, no one even probably pays attention to that, because the only thing
Yeah,
they've already heard the person's complaint, and that's already putting in that person's mind whether you signed an agreement or not, or whether they actually did the work or not. It's still going to impact, your reputation, your
it
online
will.
reputation.
There's nothing you can do about it except just move on. And I wouldn't say ignore it. Address it if it comes up. If another potential client asks you about it, that hey, I heard this from so and so, and they saw this review, and then at that point in time, you can address it. But I wouldn't give any fuel to the fire for the attention, because that's all that person wants is just the attention. I will say I was in a similar situation when it come to that, and I was actually on the consumer side of it. I thought yeah, I bought into a program. I thought I was going to get stuff done for me. It didn't turn out to be that way. I didn't even want my money back from the deal. I just said, all right, you already took this much from me. Let's just call it a day. Take me out of the program. Have a great life. And I never even, spoke about it, talked about it, or left a review or did anything negative towards him, because I'll let him run his business and he'll get what is his due, just based on the program that they're running. So it's just people, that
Yeah.
we're so placated in everything that we do. We have zero strife and struggle for the most part in this world. So we have to find something to stir up to make us feel something, right? So
It's
it's a mess. It's a mess.
yeah, yeah. And no, but I thought that's an interesting, and there were some suggestions made, and one of the comments was it worth getting that? Was it worth not refunding the money? Is it worth not refunding the money?
No,
Even
especially.
even when they don't do the work, and they'll blame you and everything else.
Well, especially when it comes to a digital product, like once you give somebody access to it, they can rip it, download it, and keep it and do whatever they want with it, right? So you can't ever get that. There's no tangible thing back. Once they have it, it's out in the wild, right? So at that point in time, the goods and services have been delivered to the point. The coaching's there for them to do and implement. If they don't do it and implement it, then it's on them, right? So that's where that type of guarantee comes in. If you do the work and you don't get the results, but you prove that you did the work, got everything set up, you sent the messages out, and you have all that record, and it still didn't work, then yeah, you have a case to get your money back. But if you didn't do the work, that's not there. And the only reason I brought up my story for that is because they actually had that type of guarantee, right? That if you like, we guarantee you so many leads, right? Based on this done for you system that really wasn't done for you. You still had to do the stuff yourself. And yeah, so after looking at it again, I was like, I messed up. Basically, is the way I put it. So, um, in any case, that's water under the bridge. She gone. So, yeah, when you come up to those types of offers, read the fine print on them.
Yeah.
If you don't plan on doing the work, don't buy the deal. And if somebody says it's 100% done for you, make sure it's 100% done for you before you buy the work. If you got to provide assets, provide the assets. But as far as getting things set up and optimized and things like that, if it says 100% done for you, make sure it's 100% done for you.
Yeah, and done for you is different than having to do it yourself. But I think some marketing can be pretty vague in the language that's used. And I think it's done on purpose in a lot of cases to encourage that person to get signed up. And then after you sign up, there's nothing worse than signing up and then suddenly realizing, oh crap, this is not what I thought it was going to be. But I will say that happens not only with digital products, but for physical products too. If you don't believe me, just order something from Temu.
I've done that. In fact, let me show you. I've done that. Hold on, 2 seconds. I'm glad you brought that up because I got something. Hold on.
I already know not to order anything from Temu. I would never. I'd say, oh my gosh, I could just tell from the commercials that it is like not good quality, cheap, and it's like, oh my God, what do you got, Brandon?
All right, so I was heading on my road trip to Florida for Funnel Hacking Live, and I was like, I'm gonna get, because I was doing the camping thing and things like that. I'm gonna get this solar panel in case I got to charge my phone and all that kind of stuff for camping, right? And so I get on Temu, I was like, solar panel, cell phone charging, things like that. And they showed this nice big solar panel there, and it looked like it was robust and can actually charge something. And I ordered it because I was
my gosh,
it was like the $1 deal, because I was new to Temu, so everything was practically free or $1, right? So I was like, that's $1. This is what gets sent in the mail. This little thing that is maybe a 2 foot, 1.5 foot by, I don't know, 6 inches of a solar panel. It has a USB port in there to, put a charging cable in and possibly charge your phone. I tried it. I don't think it generates enough juice to even trickle charge your device, and it'll probably actually damage your device because it's not producing enough wattage for it. So do not recommend this solar charging panel from Temu.
How long did it take to get to you?
Like a week or so. I mean, it came directly from China, so I mean, it was decent enough shipping. I also got a safety kit bag and a hammock. Hammock seemed to be okay. I didn't use it. I ended up using my Bronco hammock that I got when I bought the car. But yeah, it was.
Use it at your own risk. That's what I would say. Use it at your own risk. That's interesting. Oh my God.
Could you find a steal on Temu or Temu? However you say it. We all learned how to say it during the Super Bowl commercial.
They spent a lot of money.
Like $4 or $5 million. Because they had they showed the same commercial, but they showed the same commercial like 5 or 6 times.
And they're losing money. I think they're probably one of I don't know. I see the ads all the time on YouTube. And I saw where they spend billions of dollars on ads on Facebook. And I can imagine they spend the same amount on YouTube. They're operating at a loss.
I don't understand how companies can do that. I genuinely don't. I'm sure they're getting heavily invested in, and they're playing the long game.
Yep.
Trying to take over Wish and Amazon and all that kind of stuff. But
yeah,
I mean, are there gems? Sure.
I don't think you can do it with the inferior products. Just the, because you can get a person one time. You can get a person one time or maybe twice. I mean, but if you do that to them once, it's going to signal I better not order from them again. So what is your game? Is your game to just and get people, and the first time they're gonna spend like dollars and you're gonna lose money. So but Amazon, you can get quality from Amazon. You
But
get
the funny,
quality.
funny thing about Amazon is half the stuff is sourced from AliExpress or Alibaba or coming from China direct anyway. You're just paying all the markup for the handling and the storage and things like that. So why not just go direct to the source and order from AliExpress or something and wait if you really wanted to save the $5 or $10? That's the thing, though. It's the convenience factor, especially when you come with the Prime, the Prime membership of getting it the next day. Speaking of, we're talking about shopping. I got a package today from Amazon Prime. As you know, we got an eclipse coming up, right?
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
That's right. You're gonna be in the zone of totality.
I
Is that what it's
am.
called? Is that what
Yep.
it's called?
Yep.
The zone of totality.
And
What do you got?
Houston's gonna be in like what, 50, 60%, something like that.
I'm
Unless
gonna wear 3D glasses anyway.
Well, I mean, you're still gonna be able to see it, but you should probably head up to Dallas just so you can actually see the whole deal. But yeah, I got these little solar deals for the phone camera,
Ah,
and I'm sure these were made in China, AliExpress, but I got them on Amazon and got next day shipping. And I paid I don't know, $10 or
dollars.
$10 or something like that, but I got 5 of them so I can give them to all the kiddos in the family that have phones and things like that. But I probably could have found the same deal on AliExpress for 25 cents and waited 3 weeks for them to get here.
But then when you got them, they would have probably looked like that little solar panel too.
No, it probably would have been the same thing because they were made in China.
Well, I think those look like they're at least a little quality, and at least at why is that backwards?
I was backwards.
The word, oh, it's upside down. Okay. Photo filters.
Yeah.
So do you just like put that on the camera and then you take pictures of the
Yep.
sun?
Yep. Now I thought this one actually kind of wrapped around the phone a little bit, but I guess I was wrong. But I don't think it matters.
All
Just
right.
hold it. You just hold it. But anyway, so yeah, so
Yeah.
just those little things. Temu's has great offers, but their products are crap. And I don't know. For certain things, sure. You need a phone case. Yeah, buy it on Temu. Why spend $50 on a phone case when you get one for $2 and it does the same thing?
But it's not the same. It's not the same. I'm gonna show you why it's not the same, right? So here's a phone case. Look what happens after a while.
Yeah.
It starts fading, it starts cracking. Okay, this is a case that I spent maybe $2 on. Now, this is a case that I spent like $30 on. Better quality, scratch proof, scratch resistant, no fading. And I treat this one even worse than this case. So there is a difference.
Is that a Temu phone case?
No, I have never ordered from Temu, but I ordered this from Amazon and it can't. You can tell the real cheap Chinese products because it is, you see they want to give you 5 cases for like $5.
Yeah.
And then come with screen protectors. And yeah, it's basically just, yeah. But there is a difference. It's a difference, and you can tell when you use it and you see how however they either whatever they use to actually paint, give it color, it starts to fail over time. So it is a difference. It's a difference in quality, definitely. But we want to just get to this last part of this phase 4, which is that 17-step selling system that he so famously touts in this book. So 17 steps seems like a lot of steps.
There's too many steps for me. I quit reading them.
I know. 17 steps. Why 17 steps? Why not 14? Why not 11? Why an odd number? Or why 17 steps? I'm curious. I haven't read anything as to why 17 steps, but that's a lot.
It's all Illuminati stuff, the number 17. It's numbers 1 and 7. It's prime number. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up at this point. It's also my favorite number. So if everybody wanted to know that, so I was kind of interested in the fact that he has 17 steps. But going through them, we'll just rattle them off here. What they are. So call out to your audience. So speak directly to your audience. Demand their attention. Back up your big promise. Create an irresistible intrigue. Shine a floodlight on the problem. Provide the solution. Show your credentials. Detail the benefits. Social proof. Make your Godfather offer. Add your bonuses. Stack the value. Reveal your price. Inject scarcity. Give a powerful guarantee. Do another call to action. And then close with a PS that includes a warning and a reminder. So a lot of those are just kind of repeats within the system. So that's probably why it adds it up to 17, but there's really probably only 10 or so. For what it is. And then when you get to the end, when you get to like the last 5, you're just kind of repeating the first 5 or 6 that are in there. But no, it's definitely a good system. But if you're fresh and just kind of starting out, some of those things you won't be able to do. Like you won't be able to do the social proof because you won't have any reviews and things like that. So you just have to kind of before you come up with that whole selling system, you got to work for free. Tell somebody that you'll do everything for them 100% for free. And then you can then make that Godfather offer to the masses once you get those reviews and testimonials. And that's what Alex says to do anyway. When you first do your offer out there, first 5 people, I'll do 100% free. Just give me a review. Next people you charge 10% of what it's worth. And the next 10 people you charge 20%. Then you just keep increasing it, etc. And you get all the social proof in the world. I personally can't afford to give anything away for free because I'm not nice.
Right. One thing, remember I told you I was looking for something new, and I can tell you what that new thing is that I found in this chapter. And it was when he started talking about the guarantees. And I'll tell you, and it's right there on page 185, where he says, and this is something, maybe I've heard it before, maybe I didn't pay attention to it, but he says that you should give your guarantee a name. Do you remember that right here, page 185?
Yeah, I saw that. So
give your guarantee a name. Have you heard anyone else saying that?
No, I don't recall. I was just even thinking back to the offers book, and I don't think Alex mentioned. Offers book. Yeah, I don't think.
And
I don't think you mentioned anything.
Yeah, and And what does he mean by give your guarantee a name? He says, I love this. This is my take it to the bank guarantee. This is my 100% money back triple protection guarantee. Not only that, this here, and then he gives examples of some industry defining guarantee examples. The forever guarantee. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
the no way you can lose guarantee, the ironclad money back guarantee. I like that. I like that part of this this 17-step system. Because I've been looking for something new and I thought this is really cool. There he's got another one. My stronger than steel no risk money back guarantee. And then he goes on. I think I've heard these examples before about how Domino's really started to dominate the delivery by doing their 30 minutes or it's free. Remember that? Do you ever get a free pizza from that?
I have. I have actually, and it wasn't from their 30-minute guarantee. So on their app, if you ordered a pizza and they tell you it's ready and you go pick it up and you check in, if they don't bring it out to you within 1 minute, you get a free pizza. I managed to get 2 free pizzas before they kind of caught on, and they brought it out in time and hit the button to check off on it. Because I'm sure the management got on. I was like, why are you giving free pizzas to the same dude twice? Right?
Think about that. That could have been called the your pizza is ready or it's free guarantee.
I mean, I don't know what they call it, but again, it was a guarantee in the app. Count down. If they don't bring it out within 1 minute when you check in, it's free. So, you got kids running the place. They probably just forgot or something like that. But it cost them. I mean, how much is it to make a pizza though? $2 to make a pizza. But
The kids will just say, "Okay, I'll give it to you." Yeah, they're easy. They're quick to give away someone else's money.
well, no, I mean it's all built into the app. So if they missed it, the app knows that it was missed, and I got the free pizza. So it was in my account to order another free pizza. So not only did I order pizza to get a free pizza, on that free pizza, they didn't do the timing right, and I got another free pizza. But on that last third free pizza, they did it right, and I was like, oh, that ruined that streak.
But with this naming of your guarantee, I think there's just a lot of opportunity here. And I think this is
Yeah.
really a part of the book that I remember when you said this is really in the meat of the book where you should really pay attention. And this here, I really think there's some opportunity right here. And you might see me start to naming some guarantees here, Brandon. So when you hear me name a guarantee, you can pinpoint it to this chapter in this book right here as to where
Yeah.
I got it from.
Because it's like a mini slogan. It's a unique selling position inside of your unique selling position for what it is. I mean, that's the guarantee. Pizza Hut or not Pizza Hut, Domino's guarantee was 30 minutes or less, or it's free, right? As I say, Cutco says these knives will last forever, or I don't know, they'll replace them for free or whatever. And I think Costco had a guarantee in here as well.
Yeah. That was that was Cutco. No, they just called their 100% satisfaction guaranteed.
Yeah, or you can return it. No problems, no questions asked. And I've seen some articles lately that people have been taking advantage of that to where somebody bought a watermelon, ate the whole thing, brought in the rinds, said they didn't like it, and got their money back.
It's funny. You know what? I used to eat these potato chips, right? And you ever read the guarantee on a potato chip bag?
Yes, I have.
It
Guaranteed fresh by such and such date. Um, or call, and I don't know what they'll do for you.
Now it would say guaranteed fresh, or we will refund it, just return the unused portion. You know what? I always wanted to eat them all except one chip, and then if they say, "Here's my unused portion. I'd like a refund."
No. Yeah. Be a little messed up, but I mean, hey, that's their guarantee. Use it or lose it type deal. But one thing that on that Costco guarantee that doesn't apply to is electronics. It does. I don't think it applies to electronics. Everything else it applies to.
And this guarantee sounds like Sabri Suby, the no pussyfooting around and get every cent back guarantee. No pussyfooting around. You think we'll get banned for saying that live?
Probably.
Yeah. The no questions, no quibbles, money back guarantee. That's what I really took away from this book and this chapter, phase 4. Awesome. Really enjoying this book and getting some really good insights out of it. I guess we'll rate it once we're done, but probably just 1 week away from having it done completely. Awesome. Yep. Yeah. Oh, Brandon. Oh, man. I'm gonna be going to a baseball game. I just got tickets right before we came on live. I'm going to see the Yankees.
Yankees in New York?
No, they're actually going to be playing. They're going to be playing Houston here.
Okay.
Yeah, just on 2 days from now. So my family members just got into town. So that's happening this weekend. So don't know where I'll be recording from next week because we're going through the process of getting this place rented too. So yeah, I'm gonna be working on getting another space, but gonna be pretty busy. Yeah, they're here now, Brandon. Just got here today, but so we're gonna be.
So that sounds awesome. Family's always fun.
Yeah, we're probably gonna be hanging out a little bit today. When is 10X?
Next week.
You going?
No, I'll be watching it virtual.
Okay, so you are going, but you go. So that's what I was thinking. Are you going to be watching virtually?
Yeah, so I'll probably be working from home with that on in the background.
I gotta sign up.
Well, hurry up.
Okay.
What are you waiting for? Get the VIP.
I want to go. Yeah, I want to be there just to. I just want to be there to. And plus, we can have some discussions about it too. Is it in 1 week or 2 weeks?
I think it's next week because they're already doing check-ins now.
Oh, okay. So yeah, because we're right. It's Easter weekend.
Yeah.
Okay, Easter weekend, first month. Okay, I'm gonna get that done, and hopefully, if you're not signed up, sign up for it. Take a look. Maybe Brandon has a link or something for you to sign up. Just
I don't. Just go to grantcardone.com/virtual. I think that might be it. Or just look up 10X GrowthCon virtual. You'll start seeing ads. They're all over the place.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Another great episode in the books. Thanks for tuning in. As always, we'll see you again next week for pitch practice. The show. All right. Take care, everyone.
Later.